I don't like attention or cameras. I focus on exits, angles, and keeping danger away from the person I'm assigned to protect. That morning, the plaza was loud and crowded. I spotted the threat early and stopped it without causing panic.
Good work, hero. Stay close.
After the rally, my access increased. Doors that were locked before started opening. I was brought into private rooms, meetings, and routes I hadn't seen before. Makar treated it like a reward. Vesk watched me closely, like he was waiting for a mistake.
Clearance doesn't make you family.
I didn't respond. I kept doing my job and stayed in line. When I got home, Luna didn't ask about my day. She showed me documents and said something was wrong. She told me Makar's rise didn't make sense. Money moved too fast. Records didn't match. Names were missing. I told her she was overthinking it. I shut the conversation down.
Kira, why are you defending him like he can't be wrong?
Luna kept investigating after that. She went through public records, old reports, and contract files. She followed names and approvals until they pointed back to Makar. She said she needed one more confirmation before saying anything more. Hi, babe.
I'm coming home. Wait for me.
They called it a traffic accident. Wet road, poor visibility. Wrong place at the wrong time. That's what the report said. I arrived after it was over. Sirens were loud. Answers were missing. Her documents were gone. No one asked hard questions. The officers said they'll follow up, but they didn't. After the funeral, I read the incident report line by line. Most of it looked normal. One detail didn't. An authorized security vehicle was listed with no driver name. That doesn't happen by accident. Someone cleaned it up. I took a key card from her things that didn't belong there.
That's not relevant, sir.
It was to me. Back at headquarters, I asked for the footage from the night she died. Vesk didn't hesitate. He told me I didn't have access and stepped in front of the panel. His tone stayed calm, like this was already settled.
Let it go, Kiro. This isn't your problem.
That told me enough. I walked away and started planning. I waited until the building was quiet. I used the key card and got into the security office. I copied the footage and checked the timestamps. One vehicle stood out. It was parked too close to where she died. Close enough to remove any doubt. I shut everything down and left before anyone noticed. I met Vesk in the parking garage where no one listens. I showed him the footage. He didn't deny it or look surprised. He said I'd found the vehicle, not the person who gave the order. When I pushed back, he shoved me into a pillar to make his point.
You're asking the wrong questions.
This wasn't about me anymore. It was about Luna. At the gala, Makar looked calm and confident. He shook hands and smiled like nothing touched him. I stayed close and placed a recorder where no one would notice. Later, I heard him speak to Vesk in a quiet corner.
It's handled. It won't reach us.
Then he said Luna's name like it was finished business. That ended my loyalty. I listened to the recording more than once. There was no confusion. He approved it. Exposing him would cost me my job and my safety. Staying quiet would cost me something else. I knew I couldn't protect him anymore. I was done. I erased my credentials and prepared for what came next. Debate night was loud and tightly controlled. Makar stood on stage talking about honesty and leadership. Then I released the footage and the audio at the same time. The screens changed. The crowd reacted. Makar stopped speaking. That pause said everything. Backstage fell apart fast. People ran, security shouted. Vesk came straight at me without hesitation. We struggled in the corridor until guards rushed in. Makar tried to take control, ordering everyone to stand down.
Stand down.
I didn't move. They restrained Vesk and took Makar away. The next morning was quiet. No earpiece, no instructions. I walked by the river and stopped for a moment. I took the device out and dropped it into the water. Luna was still gone. That didn't change. But the truth was out. I'm done protecting other people's lies.
I was standing where I was told to stand, watching doors, watching faces pass. I learned how to stay quiet. I learned how not to ask. You said the truth would find its way.